look at these two Ashanti herbal soap. Both of them have the same barcode. When I scanned, it took me to the same website, but guess what? They are not the same at all in any way. Welcome to my channel. I'm Geographies. If you're a returning subscriber, welcome. If you are new to this channel, please subscribe so you get more updates on skincare, beauty, vlogs, lifestyle. Today I'll be talking about the Ashanti soap. Seriously, I don't know how to explain this, but sometime last week I went to get the Ashanti soap because that's the soap I normally use. I've been using it for long now. So I purchased, this is the first one I purchased. On getting there, I actually got it from a different shop. I didn't get it from the shop I usually get my Ashanti soap from. So when I got there, I usually smell my soaps. In fact, any skincare product I'm buying, usually with the ones I'm already conversant with the smell, I like to smell, then scan the barcode so as not to get the fake. But guess what? That particular day, I went to that shop. When he brought out the Ashanti soap, I was like, okay, I smelt it. No. I wasn't getting that normal Ashanti soap. If you have been using Ashanti soap for a long time, you understand what I'm talking about. I didn't really get the smell. But then at some point I was like, okay, let me just scan the barcode. After scanning, it took me to their website. I was like, okay, I just bought it and came back. So the first day I used it, I noticed that something was off. Like, you know when you've been using a product and then you're noticing something different from the normal thing you usually get from that product. But because I scanned the barcode, I was like, no. I think it's just me. I continued using it until it was almost finished. I decided to go and repurchase. When I went to repurchase, I didn't go back to that particular shop. I went to the normal place I usually get my skincare products. Then I got this one. I opened it right there at the market. I smelled some. I was like, now this is my Ashanti soap. But then I scanned it. It also took me to the same website. So I was not wondering, like, is it just me or what's happening? Is this a different Ashanti or something? Because when I perceived the first one I got that I've been using, I thought maybe they've reduced the fragrance or something. But for me to actually see it again with the same fragrance, I'm like, I don't know, maybe let me just get home first. And when I got home, I had to check immediately because I was actually curious. I was like, what is happening? I brought out the new one I bought and then the old one I was using. I was not checking. I was checking the packet to see if I will see any difference, you understand? So that was when I discovered this difference. Now, I don't know if you understand what I'm saying. Look at this one here. Look at this. You see, they are not the same thing. This is written before this, and this here now, this last one is written before this one. So can you notice the difference now? So I was not still checking. I was like, okay, let me check for something else. And I noticed the address on it. This one now, this particular one has a different address. Then this one also has a different address. So I was not like, is it that they produce it in different location or something? I was like, no. I now said, okay, thank God I still had the old one. The old one I still have because I cut my soap. You know, this soap oxidizes very fast and it smells fast. So I usually try to cut it into portions so as not to waste it. So I now brought out the main soap from the pack and then cut this new one that I bought because I was trying to compare. I was trying to see if there's any difference in the texture. So the smell, starting from the smell, like I said, they don't smell alike. This new one now that I got, which is the one I've been using, it smells just like, it has the normal papaya and honey fragrance. Then this other one that I've been using that I don't know if it's fake, I don't know what to call it, but all I know is that this is not the Ashanti soap I've been using. So I now smelled this one. So this smells just like normal bar soap. You understand? So I was like, so this is the difference. I now checked again and I noticed that the old one that I was suspecting that I've been using, it smells just like normal bar soup. There's no, that's Ashanti normal. So if you're using Ashanti soap, you know Ashanti has this peculiar, nice fragrance. It smells like papaya mixed with honey. So the old one, it didn't give me that smell. I was like, oh, so this is the difference. But the thing there is, I'm just happy it didn't do anything to my skin. Okay, that old one. All I noticed is that the glow wasn't there. Apart from me suspecting the products for not being the original, it didn't do any bad thing to my skin. But such as but the main thing is that it didn't glow my skin just like the normal Ashanti that I've been using. But thank God it didn't destroy my skin barrier. But guys, you should be very, very careful out there, especially when purchasing skincare products, because there are lots of fake. Before, we used to know the original from the fake by scanning the barcode, but now you see what is happening. The barcode, the same website, but different soaps altogether. So the texture now, another thing I noticed, another very important thing I noticed is that this main one that I've used, that's the one I got new, it has this smooth texture. I don't know if, okay, let me show you. When I cut it, I had to cut it so that I will see the soap very well. Looking at it, you see that it has this smooth texture. Even when I use it on my skin, I was like, yeah, this is my Ashanti soap. It's smoother. If you look at it, it's very, very smooth and kind of soft. But this old one is hard and it's not even smooth. I don't know how they did this, but it's not looking smooth at all. If you look at it very, you see that it's not smooth. So in a nutshell, what I need to do now when I go to the market is I have to smell the soap, and if I don't get that instant smell, I'm not buying, because even scanning the barcode now is not working in any way. You understand what I'm saying? And then another thing that I just hope they are not going to be tricky again and try to use our sense. You understand? Because there's a way these people work. Once you notice that you've known this thing about the fake, I think they will just switch to something else. Another major thing I want you to take note now is this code here, and then I think this is a logo or something. The position of the two logos are not the same. So this one now is the one I feel is the original one. This is how it appears. All right, I don't know if you can see, this is how it appears. Then this other one that I'm suspecting that I'm not really comfortable with, this is how it appears. I don't know if you understand what I'm saying. This is it. Okay, so now let's go to the review. Ashanti soap is made in Thailand. It's a very, very, very nice soap. I've been using this soap for long. In fact, sometimes when I want to try out other skincare products, I just use them for some time, and I always see myself running back to purchase Ashanti soap. It's a very nice soap, and when I use this soap, I don't have to bother about exfoliating, especially on my face, because not all scrubs work for my face. I have a sensitive face, okay? So I try as much as possible to be very careful about what I use on my face. But Ashanti soap has been doing the work so far. So I love this soap. It brightens my skin, cleans my skin. I always feel very comfortable, no worries. No matter the lotion I use when I'm using this soap, it doesn't affect me. This soap is really, really nice. I don't have all the evidence to say this particular one is fake, but all I know is that I'm not going to repurchase it. In fact, anytime I'm going to the market, I'm going to open my eyes very wide and be sure what I'm getting is what I've been using, because I don't know, I don't trust this. But I'm not saying it's fake, but I just prefer this one. Thank you so much for watching, and please don't forget to subscribe. See you in my next video. Bye.